Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your daily dose of zombies news from the game and its community here on COD Zombies HQ, where we've got probably the most to talk about that we've ever had in the zombies mode in a very long time. We're kicking things off with our first story of the day. Treyarch has had their mass reveal of zombies content releasing as part of Season 2 in Black Ops Cold War. Now, I will say as a primer to this, the amount of stuff that they're releasing at the start of this update is a lot more than we actually expected, and beyond that, it includes things that we've covered before that would be coming to this game here on the channel for months now that we honestly thought was just going to be cut content, but it caught me off guard that they're actually going to be releasing these things as part of Season 2. So let's go ahead and break it down. First off, we kind of knew about this already because of some leaked details within the code of Black Ops, but Samantha Maxis will be available as a new operator for you to use in Zombies, Warzone, or multiplayer. Unfortunately, it seems like the info we have right now is that she will be a paid operator, so you'll have to spend some COD points in order to actually play as Samantha Maxis, which kind of sucks, but I guess that's kind of expected from Activision considering the rest of the content is quote-unquote free. Next up, 6 new weapons will be added into Cold War throughout Season 2 for you to use in Zombies. Specifically, we're going to be talking about the 2, which will be releasing at the launch of the season, with the FARA 83 assault rifle unlocked at tier 15 on the Season 2 Battle Pass, and the LC-10 SMG, which is locked at tier 31. Both of those weapons will be available to use in Zombies with their own attachments and Pack-A-Punched variants. But if the past is anything to go by, they likely won't be added into the mystery box of new maps, and if you want to use them, you'll have to set them as your starting loadout weapon, or you just won't be able to play with them in any Zombies map. Next up, Treyarch has finally officially revealed something which we knew was coming for the last little while, and that being the massive, large-scale open-world new Zombies game mode and map called Outbreak. While we had a decent idea about what this game mode would be based on leaked information found within the game code, Treyarch's official description of the mode is this. Continuing the Dark Aether's story, Outbreak takes place across massive play spaces throughout the Ural Mountains, packed with new enemies, team objectives, player rewards, and intel to discover on foot, in vehicles, or by jump pads. Whether it's hunting down elite enemies, so like special infected like megatons, escorting a rover which detects dimensional portals, or holding out against zombies in a confined Dark Aether zone, agents of Requiem will need to complete these investigations before they can exfil, or risk entering a Dark Aether portal to a new region for even more rewards. So that description lines up perfectly to what we expected the Outbreak mode to be, where it will be an open world zombies map. You spawn in with your loadouts. We know that on the map there'll be certain perk machines. We're not 100% sure about actually weapon wall buys, but there'll be a bunch of loot crates and weapon crates on the map that will produce random loot for you, with the whole gameplay loop in this mode focused on you actually completing certain objectives that are given to you on the map itself. Everything from holding out in a certain area to escorting various robots, which you actually see in the trailer, to taking down megatons and panzer soldats, which they introduced as part of this game mode, where before regular zombies maps, basically without the Easter egg, just present you with the innate objective of survive. Well, it seems like Outbreak is kind of taking that to a new level by not just surviving in this large open environment, but specifically tasking you with things to do to keep you engaged and interested and moving about the map rather than just staying stationary with not much to do. The objective system being the big hook here from Treyarch. It'll be interesting to see whether it can hold up to the hype and actually keep Zombies players engaged and interested in playing it, and not just become a super easy, boring, throwaway side game mode, which I know some people have concerns about it being, but with them putting this much effort into marketing it, it seems like they've really thought this out, and this is, I reckon, by far the biggest experiment for a Zombies mode that we've ever seen in COD Zombies, so it'll be interesting to see if they pull it off or not. Now, along with the new mode, Zombies is getting a whole bunch of meta content added along with it. The first is something that's actually be known about since the game was launched in November. We've talked about it a bunch in the past, that being the new field upgrade called Frenzied Guard, where upon activation, all enemies will immediately target the Frenzied Guard user for a brief period, during which time only the armor will take damage. This can be a game changer when fellow operators are surrounded by the undead masses, as they will turn their attention away from those in peril towards their armored savior. Which doesn't sound particularly that great, but the upgrades to it start to make this a more viable field upgrade to run, where you can upgrade Frenzy Guard to repair all armor upon its activation, increasing its duration to 15 seconds, which is actually a fairly long time in terms of Zombies field upgrade terms, and even slowing all normal enemies to walk speed while it's active. That last one is probably the most beneficial to the ability itself. That'll go a long way to slow down the pace of a Zombies game if you feel yourself being trapped in a corner, or if one of your buddies has 1 health left screaming that they're about to go down. You can activate your Frenzied Guard, pull the zombies away from the injured player, all the while refilling your armor. It's definitely a field upgrade that's not really going to be for beginners. It's tailored for more experienced players that don't mind having all of the zombies on the map suddenly attracted to only them. But yeah, I can definitely see a use for this field upgrade going forward. Next up, a new alternate ammo type is being introduced that you can put on any of your weapons. It's going to be called Shatter Blast. It results in making all of your bullets deal explosive damage, where each bullet also has a chance to explode, dealing additional explosive damage and destroying any impacted armor. This is going to help a lot with taking down any heavy zombies or any kind of special infected that has that armor symbol appear when you shoot at them. There is some attachments that you can put on your weapons to help mitigate the impact of armor on enemy zombies, but it seems like this alternate ammo type, Shatter Blast, is going to be the best way taking down armored zombies quickly. Next up, by far the most surprising thing about this update for me personally is the introduction of new kinds of Atherium Crystals into zombies, and the introduction of tiers 4 and tiers 5 of all skills in the game. Several months ago, thanks to Nanakos, we did a video which outlined 2 new kinds of Atherium Crystals that we thought might be added into the game as part of Season 1. Refined and Flawless Atherium Crystals, with one being kind of the epic tier and one being the legendary tier. Those new kinds of crystals, which could be earned at random in a zombies match at milestone rounds, would be used to upgrade your skills to an even higher tier 4 and tier 5 levels. We knew that they were in the game at one point because there's a beta build of Cold War that had those tiers of Atherium Crystals that had tier 4 and 5 active, but when it didn't release as part of Season 1, we kind of just figured that it might have just been cut content. Well, it turns out cut content it was not, and for whatever reason, they saved it for its release here at the start of Season 2. This means that all of the perks in the game, all of the field upgrades, ammo mods, and weapon classes can be upgraded even further. So we'll be able to upgrade like Juggernog to 2 extra levels. The effects we don't know about, but we do know the effects for a few of the field upgrades, which we'll cover in a later video. So there is a lot coming with the start of Season 2 here in the Zombies mode, far more than I was expecting, and beyond that, we still don't have the specific details about what the Warzone Zombies Outbreak mode will be, which will also be released at the start of the new season. It's really awesome to see them pumping out new content for Season 2 for Zombies, that they are taking the Zombies mode seriously, which is a very good feeling to have for our community. But guys, that wraps up the news today. I want to thank you so much for watching. Hey, if you did enjoy it, if you're excited for what's to come in Season 2, why not leave a thumbs up down below on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Season 2 officially drops on the evening of February 24th Pacific time, and it'll be early morning if you're in the Eastern time zone of North America, or in Europe on Thursday the 25th of February. 1 whole week away, but I want to thank you again for watching, and I'll see you with another Zombies news video tomorrow. Peace.